Well, take two for this one, as we are rebuilding the North Melbourne Football Club. The Kangaroos, they have been in the bottom two for the last 5 years. They were a club that had it all in the 90s. And this season they started to become a bit more competitive. They've had some close wins and some close losses along the way. Let's turn the Kangaroos back into a force to be reckoned with. There are some contracts. There are some contracts that will need to be sorted. Constancy's contracting. We only got 1 more year. He's only got a 1 year deal with us because, well, the Sydney Swans did not re-sign him. Decided not to take a extension option on him. That was poor management from Sydney. So we got a couple of contract stuff to be sorted. The weird part was in this career mode, I must have made Cooper Harvey just as good as his dad Boomer. Well, that's one of the objectives I'll need to complete in this rebuild, is make Boomer Harvey play like his father. Make Cooper Harvey just like his dad, Boomer Harvey. Can dynamic potential be able to help Rivers Stevens play like his dad Anthony? Or will he unfortunately play like his Uncle Mike? Hopefully he does not end up playing like his uncle, who wasn't that good for us in 2000 and those years ago. Let's hope Luke Urquhart can be solid and be better than what his Uncle Gavin ever was. It's for the club. Let's hope Will Dawson turn out to be solid for us, as we're giving a lot of our youngsters contract extensions. Let's hope Sheasel can get a new deal lasting till 2033. Oh, look at that. A lot of North Melbourne youngsters have been locked in for the long term. Let's simulate to May, aka the mid-season draft. Well, look at that. North Melbourne got the first win of the year against the Dogs. But other than that, we just won 1 more game. Let's look at the mid-year draft, and we don't really pick anyone, because we didn't have too many people on the long-term injury list. Now we go back to simulating. Well, if you're watching in the reaction video card, man, I think my rebuilds I've been doing is kind of like NBA 2K style right there. Or FIFA. At the end of the season, North Melbourne finished 16th. Well, we do win 6 games. More than what we did in the last 5 years. Well, at least we're showing some progress. And who wins the premiership? It's actually Collingwood. Again. Our best player this season has been Luke Parker. And I think Jacob Constantine's up there for the Rising Star. Now with the trade period open, let's see who's left. Let's see who's left our club. Oh my days! It's a massive clean out! Cooper Trembath, Miller Bergman, Zach Barch, Darcy Tucker, Cullen Coleman-Jones, Finn Barmaley, Cullen Dawson and Geordie Payne have all been delisted. And that leaves a spot open for the draft. Oh, hello. Hello, Melbourne. How do you like to get some of our deadwood? As the thing we are doing is we're just dumping a lot of deadwood. And we're going to get 24 and 42 in return, and we do. The clean out continues here at North Melbourne. We're getting rid of a lot. We're getting rid of a lot. We're sending Josh Goater and Robert Hanson Jr. and I think Jack Darling and pick 42 will be going to the Swans in return for Logan McDonald, someone who we can build our forward line around very soon. He becomes a restricted free agent in 2028. Let's get him before he leaves for nothing. And Nick Blakey. And, well, we do. Look at that. We're starting to improve our team. Who else we're going to have to throw away from the team? Let's speak to West Coast. We're saying goodbye to Eddie Ford. Who else? Who else can go? Toby Pink, Brent Teagle, and I think it's almost literally about it. Getting traded to the Eagles for pick 23. I think it looks like we are giving North Melbourne, we're giving West Coast Melbourne and the Swans a bunch of deadwood. See who we can pick up in the free agency period. Could we pick up Ed Richards? He's been playing some very good footy at the Dogs. But I think the Western Bulldogs matched the offer and are forcing us to do a trade. That's another midfielder sorted. We're going to need another ruck to back up Sherry. As I've just tried to bring Tackle. Just to get someone else. We're going to do some more trades. Can we bring Toby Conway to the club? He has not been valued that well at Geelong. He'll be looking to revive his career, as we're going to swap him for get him for some future seconds. And Geelong accept the offer. Once again, well, hello again, West Coast. Fancy dealing with you again. Dylan Stevens, Luke McDonald. Now we might send Dylan Stevens to Port in another deal. Sending Luke McDonald and Bailey Scott to the West Coast. Sending Luke McDonald to the West Coast Eagles for, well, a couple of future picks. Now we got say hello again. Hello, Port Adelaide. Future 1 and 2. We're sending away a couple of future picks. Just for Zach. Could we get Zach Butters? He's now a Kangaroo. We also got Goat on our list. He's going to be a really good player for the Kangaroos. Are we happy with our off-season so far? Yeah, I think we are. Look at that, we've just got rid of 8 players for delisting. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, we got rid of half our list. We got rid of half our list. Something that Kevin Sheedy did in his first couple of years at Essendon. He got rid of half the list. He got rid of half their 90-80 list. Well, compete for premierships. Well, that paid off. Is there anyone else we could get? How about Brody Mychek? His morale has been very low at Collingwood. He's lost his spot in the starting lineup to a youngster named Jake Tyler. Very good pickup for them. Very handy pickup for the Magpies. And it looks like Mychek is off to the Kangaroos. And it looks like I think that's our off-season business basically done. Next thing we got to do is the draft. We've got 5 picks. We've got pick number 3. Let's get ourselves another defender. We're going to go with Carlton Jones. Wait a minute, our next pick is number 24. We're going with a mid. We're getting Matteo Bell. 40th. We've got the 40th pick now. We're going to get another key defender. Well, we've already got a couple of key defenders. Let's go with another ruck. So we are going to draft Luca Watkins. And now for number 54. We're going to get ourselves a utility. And I think Chase Clement might be pretty good. We're going to need someone with a bit of experience. Someone who could be really good for us. And we're going with Ollie Dempsey. Rookie draft time. We're going to draft Xavier O'Halloran. GWS got rid of him very quickly. Pick 21, North Melbourne. We're going to need some more ruck depth. So we're going with Ali Munro. Not related to Andy Munro. Andy Munro, if you're watching this, would you like to make a second appearance on my Chargab football podcast and either later in the year or next season? Anyways, let's go to the midfield spot. See who we're going to pick. Well, we bring back Geordie Payne. As we're going to give him a second chance. And we're bringing back Zach Batch. But we're going to give him a new number 32. We're going to give him 38, Sherry's old number. As I'm going to move Sherry to 31. Will Dawson will now wear number 4. We're going to unlock Jackson Archer to wear number 11. The number that his father, Glenn Archer, used to wear. Joyce Sebkin will now get the number 1 Guernsey for the Kangaroos. As we're going to give number 12 to Nick Blakey. $35 will now be my check's number. Ed Richards will wear 13. Dempsey to wear 15. And that's our final. That's season 1 finished with the Kangaroos. Now we head to season 2. Now let's go to season 2 so we can maintain a top 10 position for 2026. We're going to do some upgrades here on the turf and medical facilities. Help players heal a bit faster. We're going to be playing a lot of very good, a lot of young players, and a lot of good players too. We're going to be playing Wardlaw for that position. We're assuming in this one the Devil Stadium deal did not happen. Well, we do get off to a promising start against the Giants. Let's see how we go heading into May. Well, we're picking up some wins. That's 6, that's 7, 8, 9. Look at that, we're second on the ladder. We're second on the ladder. They're in second place. Now, let's see who the Kangaroos are going to pick in the mid-season draft. So we're going with Ben Hobbs. We're going to need another mid. So we're going with Conan Brown, the one that Melbourne got rid of earlier in the year. And we got an injury to Sheasel. Of course, we get an injury at this time. Doesn't matter anyway, the Kangaroos are still performing on the field. And we're back on... And we are now back on top of the ladder. And we got an injury to Davies Uniac. So we're bringing back Zach Butters. We lost to the Dogs by 20 points. Sherry has pled guilty for this one, for his charge. All these new recruits coming to North, I think it might be them. They might have brought back might have been similar to how they recruited back in the 10-year role. And how they managed to improve their team so quickly. Come by the time the 1973 season happened. And when Barassi took over as coach. It looks like Clarko is starting to do the same. Oh no, now we got another injury. And this time it was Nick Larkey. So we're going to play Logan McDonald for this one. And we're also going to play Ollie Dempsey. Against his old side, as he knows the ground very well. Well, it's been some sort of a day for the Kangaroos. Next up, we got Hawthorn. And we're going to be without Curtis for this one. We're bringing back Parker. We got another win. We're still out here fighting for top. We're out here fighting for top spot now. And we're currently behind Collingwood on percentage. Spots open for Whitlock. Also spots open up again for, well, Sipkin. North Coast line to win by 62 against the Eagles. Next up, we got the Crows. We got Harvey back in the side. Well, this is the kind of game North Melbourne have well and truly arrived with a huge win over the Crows. Look at that, the Kangaroos have picked up a couple of wins in South Australia this year. We beat Melbourne on Gabba Round, beat the Power on Anzac Week, and we just beat the Crows. Well, this is the first time North Melbourne have done the double against the Crows and Power in Adelaide since 1998. It's been a while since the Kangaroos have done the double against both Adelaide sides in Adelaide. And I also beat Port in Canberra that year. Who knows? Could 2026 be the year? That we can take the Kangaroos back to glory. We're playing pretty good with Munro on the ruck. And for a bit of the icing on the cake, we just brought back Sherry. And we have managed to belt Essendon. We belted Essendon. Next up, we verse the Gold Coast Suns. The team I've had so much history with on career mode. Well, it comes to show this North team are not here to mess around. They're competing. They're here to compete. They're not here to mess around. They're just here. They're just here now. The Roos have... And we win by 27 against the West Coast Eagles. Now we've got an injury to Will Dawson and a suspension to Colby McKercher. All for a must-win game against Collingwood. If we win the minor premiership. After we've been in the bottom two for so long, this is a game we need to win. We need to beat Collingwood. And to take this North Melbourne project back to the top. Well, we gave it everything. We gave it everything against Collingwood, but it wasn't enough. We lost by just 33 points. And we got the Brisbane Lions on qualifying final day. Oh, the good news is we got Wardlaw back in the side. We got Georgie back in the team, which is good news. Oh no, now we got Cooper Harvey out injured. Here he was. He was starting to play like his dad. He was starting to play like his dad, Boomer Harvey. Prelim, we got Collingwood. We have to win this one. The good news is McCurcher's back for this. McCurcher's back. Can he make a grand final before Harley Reid does? He does! I'll be McKangaroos! After years in the bottom three. 5 straight years in the bottom three. North Melbourne are in the grand final. Just the second year of the rebuild. It's only taken us 2 years. And we're going to be versing the Crows. Well, this is a chance for North Melbourne to get payback for not from 1998. This is the chance for North Melbourne to get their ultimate payback from the 1998 grand final when they lost to the Crows. Now we're versing the Crows in the big dance. If we win, well, we can upload this rebuild on YouTube. If we lose, well, we got one more season. Look at the team. Look at the team we just built. We've got Jai Sipkin, Finn O'Sullivan, Harry Sheasel, Will Dawson, Caleb Daniel, George Wardlaw, Zane Dersma, Bailey Scott, Luke Davies-Uniacke, Colby McKercher, Jackson Archer. Sucks he won't be playing in the grand final with a calf injury. But the positive is we gave him a number 11 jersey. The number his dad used to wear. Nick Blakey, another son of a shin biter. He's been given a number his dad John used to wear. Ed Richards, Luke Urquhart, Ollie Dempsey, Zach Butters, Riley Hardiman, Logan McDonald. We gave him Glenn Carey's old number. It's good. Oh, it feels so good to see a key forward wear 18 for the Roos again, like Wayne Carey did back in the day. Now we got this Clermont bloke, Nick Larkey, Matt Whitlock. He's now got 21. Taylor Goad, Geordie Payne, Tom Powell, Paul Curtis, Luke Parker, Jones, Munro, Will Phillips, Charlie Comben, Tristan Sherry. He's got McKernan's old number. Toby Conway, Watkins, Bell, Checkers, Stevens, Halves. He's starting to play like his dad Boma this season. Zach Banch, Xavier O'Halloran, Parnham Brown, Jacob Constantine, Ben Hobbs, and Cam Zerha. And soon we'll see you for the grand final. We're here for the 2026 grand final. Adelaide versus North Melbourne. Who will win?
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're live from the Melbourne Cricket Ground. This is the Toyota AFL Grand Final between Adelaide and North Melbourne. It's the best of the best. Winner takes all. A season full of twists and turns comes to its conclusion. Who will be crowned Premier today? The skipper leads his team out onto the field. Daniel Harford joins me. Who's your pick today, Harf?
Pleasure to be here, Hutto. I like the Roos. They've been the best side all year, and I see no reason to drop off them now. As long as they don't lose their nerve, they should be holding up the cup at the end.
Thanks for those insights, Harf. Excitement is building for this one. The crowd already making plenty of noise as the captains come together. Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. O'Brien slaps it out. Dudley, Saligo, that's a bruising tackle. Good handball. Dawson throws it on the boot. Greenwood had it and lost it. Rochelle somehow released the ball. O'Sullivan gathers, gets the kick away. Myercheck, strong grab. Who will stand under that? Dangerous place to lose it. Closed him down. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds. Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
For the first goal of the grand final, listen to the roar.
He might just be in for a big day.
One goal straight plays, no score. Conway showing his skills. They're on point so far. Parker, he's suddenly a popular man. O'Sullivan, he's been busy so far. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Dawson, searching kick. Philthorpe has found some space.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
No problems there.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Crows have opened their account. Conway showing his skills. Stripped to the footy. Dudley, quick kick towards centre half forward. That's well played. Draper, they'll compete inside the 50. Wardlaw at full back stops them in their tracks. Doesn't often waste it. Davies Uniac had his name written all over it. Kicks to space. Time to turn on the Jets. The Crows on the ball now. Honours the lead. Clever kick. Brown commands the footy.
Sometimes taking these half chances can make all the difference.
It'll take his best. Not looking likely, but behind.
They might need to be more patient in constructing better shots at goal.
No time like the present. Trying to get it out of the danger zone. Cumming, doing what he does best. Hinge, he's generally a good kick. McAndrew, on a lead. Fogarty, couldn't finish what he started. Great smother. O'Halloran mops that one up, hacking it forward. Sherry, all alone in the centre square. What's he got on offer? Goes long. Bouncing ball. Cumming gets back and should be able to see off the danger. Quality delivery by foot. He's made a bright start. Myercheck read it well. That's good vision. The kick is precise. Who's at home? Cumming, spoils. Curtis, looking to hit up the short option. Gersma is in the clear and marks uncontested.
This will be a third lead change if he's successful.
Has a ping. It won't be a goal. No one can mark. Sherry, Myercheck. He's missed. The tackle affected the kick.
Sometimes the less said the better.
Looking for a quick transition. Hinge. That's good work rate. What can they generate? He'd like that one back. Greenwood. McAndrew. Delivers to centre half forward. He needed a cleaner pair of hands. Rochelle. He's gone. Lays it off. Blakey. Through the centre square he goes. Going for territory. Curtis has it within range. That's not going to be a goal. Dempsey read it best, but it'll be put on a tough angle.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
He won't miss this, surely. He nearly did, but it's okay in the end.
2 scoring shots, 2 goals. He'll be happy with that.
The Roos with the early advantage. They're up and about, but the challenge will come. Gary Lyon is here. Gaz, what are your thoughts on what we've seen so far?
What a cracking start to the grand final. Most of the stats are close, and these sides look as evenly matched as they should be. I expect this premiership to be in the balance until well into the final quarter.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary.
No second guess. Trust in each other. Trust in the game plan and back with every practice. Let's go.
McAndrew, the winner there. Dudley. Richards got in the way. Takes the short option. Gersma working hard and being... rewarded. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Alarm bells are ringing.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Kicking for his first. Myercheck in the goal square has won the footy.
He can put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
He completes the formalities.
They're much more potent when he's clunking marks and kicking goals.
The Roos have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Conway got his palm to it. Sheasel. McAndrew in the centre square. Dudley going for goal. Flirting with the post. We'll wait on the goal umpire. It's there!
That's a real bonus. Terrific composure under pressure.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Conway with a deft tap. Crunching tackle. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. McAndrew gets his hand to it. He's lost possession. Ineffective kick. He's lost his bearings. Good thinking and good execution too. A chance to clear now. Blakey can keep it moving. He's been industrious. In no man's land. Cops some unwanted attention. Can he hit a target? Archer navigated the traffic. It's a tough game. They're tackling with venom today. McAndrew with the tap. Greenwood, Dudley. Slick hands. He winds up and goes himself. That's a wonderful kick.
He was always confident he was going to kick that. What a talent he is.
The Crows having a good patch. McAndrew got his palm to it. Dudley leading from the front. Conway just shoveled it out. Butters, Davies Uniacke. An opportunity here. He's a smart player, but he hasn't struck that as well as he might have. Only a behind.
He'll be disappointed. That was one he would have expected to convert.
Looking for a quick transition. Hinge with a chance to relieve the pressure. Normally delivers. Dersma takes an excellent grab. Great play. Dempsey outbodied his opponent and took a ripper towards the goal mouth. Hinge saves the day. What a game he's having. It's a dreadful mistake.
This would give them some breathing space.
Heads for home, not the best strike, and it's hit the post. He's off. The Crows might be about to start something. Hinge pushes into space and receives the footy. It's off hands. The Roos have won it back. O'Halloran, Hardiman has pushed up. What can they build here? Plenty of heat in this game. Throws it on the boot. They might be caught out on the turnover. Takes a bounce. The Crows will be in front of his accurate. He is.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
We've had 5 lead changes now. Conway gets his hand to it. Sheasel, Wardlaw with a little bit of time. Can he impose himself on the match? McDonald is the man on the spot and he's marked.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
Leans back and drills it.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The lead has now changed hands 6 times. The big men fly. Dudley just had to get it out. Might be time for one more score here. The defenders will be nervous. The Sharon hits the deck. Feeling the heat. Phillips, little one to half back. It pitches near the 50. Who has the numbers? The Roos have the edge at half-time, but this game is well and truly up for grabs. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
Let's hope the second half is as entertaining as the first. 2 teams going hell for leather is always good fun. They certainly look evenly matched, and you couldn't predict the result from here with any great confidence. This will be an intriguing second half.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
Worrell managed to get out despite the tackle. They've put themselves under pressure. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Sherry is a beacon in that forward line.
They're happy if he can halve the contest and bring the Crummers into play, but those hands are looking sticky.
He's given it a tug and missed.
The coach has got his hand covering his mouth, but it's not hard to imagine what he's saying.
That's good vision. Reed has found some space. Can they get something going? Dawson uses the body well. He's only had the one inside 50. Blakey wins it back. Great mark. Looking to get it down there quickly. Chance gone begging. Butters. Hinge accepted the invitation. Laird. The kick was centimetre perfect. He doesn't waste many. That's a bit of a gift. His field kicking is normally first rate. Archer, all on his own. Kicks to space. Who's got the wheels? Whitlock absorbs the pressure. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. McAndrew, the winner there. Dawson, drop punt, and he has put it away.
There's not much this guy can't do, and he's right in the thick of this contest, as he almost always is.
So the underdog throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Dawson, Keys, they're building something dangerous here. O'Halloran can't mark. Archer leads his opponent. Hardiman, Whitlock. He's under close attention. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. McAndrew with a deft tap. Richards, Davies-Uniacke. He'll work all day. McDonald. I've liked his game today. Centre square, loose ball. Cumming gets to it first. That's well played. Can he find a teammate? Leaves it behind. Archer, ever reliable, got the handball away. Conway, a quick getaway wasn't possible. Richards, Rochelle didn't need to be asked twice. Wardlaw, desperate to win it back. Curtis is hard to beat one-on-one. Bombs it in. Cherry had his name written all over it. The defence is disorganised. Zerha gets to the front spot.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Struck it well. No problems there.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Roos in front now. McAndrew got his palm to it. Berry, Dawson. They'll compete inside the 50. O'Halloran is worth his weight in goal. That's an aggressive handball. Davies-Uniacke, Blakey farms it out. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Greenwood swoops and kicks a goal.
There was no secret they needed to quell his influence, but they haven't been able to do it. He's had his way with it.
We've got a great contest. Hope you're enjoying it at home. Conway palms it down. Parker, Davies-Uniacke. Clever kick. That's a bit of a waste. Tries a safe ball. Honours the lead. Seeking to maintain possession. Rochelle works hard to present. Delivers to centre half forward. Needed to be clean and wasn't. Got to go quickly. Time running out. Wardlaw. That wasn't worthwhile. The Roos should score here. McDonald under pressure. Sherry going at his first, and he's got it.
Managed to get free and kick the easiest of goals.
There's a long way to go, but we might just be watching a grand final for the ages. Berry dealt with the pressure. Greenwood, can they find a late goal? Slips through his fingers. Gets his kick despite the heat. The Roos lead it narrowly at three-quarter time. This is a brilliant contest, and the best is still to come. What's happening down there, Gary?
A grand final in the balance at three-quarter time. Exactly what we hoped for. We analyse statistics and game plans a great deal, of course, but to some extent that goes out the window now because it really becomes about finding one last huge effort, no matter how exhausted you might be feeling.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Important clearance here, like Batman and Robin. Onto the non-preferred. Ball to be won on centre wing. McKercher, a bit of a panicked handball. Which way will it bounce? Just shoveled it out. Draper wins it back. Drives it inside the forward 50. Phillips is there to save the day. Searching kick. Good thinking and good execution too. Goes long. Spills the mark. Ryan mops that one up. Cumming. Draper on a lead. Ignoring the corridor for now. The Crows moving the ball well. Quality delivery by foot. What's he got on offer? Draper, he's set upon. Slick hands. Philthorpe running in support. Fogarty working hard and being rewarded.
To put them back in front.
They can take the lead and it's okay off the boot. But okay isn't enough. It's a poster.
It's nice to back yourself, but you've still got to play the percentages and put the team first.
He might have thought about hand passing. A bit of friendly fire. Quick snap and that's a goal.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
The Crows back in front. Can they stay there? The big men fly. He's got support. Berry. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Archer had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Gives it everything. They could be vulnerable here. Doesn't often waste it. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. Is anyone home? It's a race for goal. Cumming should be able to get them out of trouble. He's everywhere at the moment. Draper, that's a bruising tackle. They cannot keep him quiet. Neil Bullen, he had one thing in mind there.
He was under pressure when he kicked it, so the ump's employing a strict interpretation.
They could be in front in a minute. McKercher drops into the hole and marks.
Can he stare down the moment?
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
Gee, he'd be disappointed with that, but he'll back himself to make amends if he gets a chance.
Goes laterally. Cumming in the clear. He's been prolific. McAndrew manages to get off a handball. Ryan throws it on the boot. O'Halloran intercepts. Can anyone take a mark? Can't get hold of it. Sheasel gathers. They're desperate today. Curtis. He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
I thought I heard a fan yell out, blow the siren. Conway showing his skills. He just dropped it. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Fogarty working hard and presenting well. He's been quiet. Richards wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Butters is folded back. Navigated the traffic. This spells trouble. In he goes. Quick snap and that's a goal.
That can be really deflating. All that hard work and you cough up a goal you really didn't have to.
The Crows with the inside running again. McAndrew has got on top. They have a good understanding, those two. O'Brien takes the mark and can extend the margin.
His nerves will be jangling. It's a big moment.
Is that the grand final? Adelaide Premiers.
That'll be the ball game. They're home now.
Well, we gave it everything in this grand final, but we were just unlucky.
The Crows have got it now unless they do something silly. The two big men do battle. This is a hotly contested
Unless.
game. Is he going for goal? McDonald. read
Oh,
it
the
best,
phone.
But it'll be put on a
Game on over
tough end.
yet.
This simply has to go through, no ifs or buts.
That's close. You'd like
Well,
to
it's over.
but he's not a great judge.
Oh, that's a bad miss.
Don't worry,
We're
North
looking for
Melbourne, you'll be
holders
back
of
next year.
Dreams do come
We're going to
true.
do season 3 of this
What
rebuild.
a match that was, Half. What did you make of it?
What a game of football. We saw a number of lead changes and momentum shifts. The standard of play was very high, and I think everyone's leaving with a feeling of having been thoroughly entertained. If only all matches were this engrossing.
Thanks for your contributions throughout the day, Half.
Well, we had the lead. We were so unlucky. But still, though, we had a very good season. And we can do is just move on and get ready for next year. Nobody's left, which is a good thing. Now we move on to the trade period. Hello again, West Coast. Fancy to deal with you again. That's another trade done. There is one ruckman that could come to the Kangaroos. Kieran Briggs from the Giants. As we are looking to up the tempo. Following last year's disappointment. As we could basically acquire some elite talent. Like Sam Flanders. Noah Anderson. And Matty Rao. And that is pretty much our off season done. We think she's good for us in that grand final, so we're keeping him. That's our off season business done. We don't think anyone in the national draft. How about the rookie draft? Where we take Chris Shepherd, Gavin Clow, and Locke Rollinson. So we're giving Cooper Harvey his dad's old number, 29. And anyways, we're now going to head to 2027. And we'll see you at the end of the season. And after round 10, we are in 7th. We're going with Ryan Marriage and Connor Budrick. And we're back in the grand final for the second year in a row. But can we win it this time? as we are versing Collingwood. Can North get their revenge from losing the 2026 decider?
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. We're live from the MCG. The pinnacle of the football calendar is finally underway. Sherry wins the first tap. Rao, got to get it on quickly. Curtis has it within range. Towards the goal mouth. Kurzma has a way of drawing the footy.
That was great use of the body. He's so hard to beat in those situations.
Kicks around the body. He might have hooked this too far. He has.
There's 5 points gone begging.
Houston to bring it back in. The kick is precise. Wardlaw chops it off. That 4-0 forward amounts to nothing. Looking for some quick ball movement. Handball off was good. That's well played. Takes the logical option. Blight. And they're out of trouble. Flanders heads them off at the pass. What's he got on offer? He's made a hot start to this match. Larky has found some space.
They should already have put the first on the board. No harm done if this goes through.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Roos are up and about early. The two big men do battle. McKercher under pressure. He's been busy so far. Leaves it behind. Kurzma. We've seen this before, and you just get the feeling we're going to see it some more.
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
The Roos have well and truly got the jump now. Cameron wins it. Allen just had to get it out. Dacos. Quick kick towards centre-half forward. Comben cuts it off. Can he hit a target? And inside 50 goes begging. Parker can run and carry. Good thinking and good execution too. Looking to get it down there quickly. He'd like that one back. Wardlaw is calm in a crisis. O'Sullivan, clever kick. Quality delivery by foot. This might be a chance for the high flyers. McDonald is hard to beat. One-on-one. You can see their confidence growing. Larky. Open goal beckons. It's a bad miss.
He should have had his second goal there. It's been a bright start from him.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Stocker all on his own. Wardlaw takes an excellent grab.
They'll be off to a flyer if this goes through.
He's hit it sweetly. That's a quality strike. It was never missing. The Pies really need to respond now. Sherry with a deft tap. Rao, who's got the wheels? Markov wins the race. Marich. McDonald under pressure. Larky. Daniel. Stripped of it. It's no place for the faint-hearted. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
Caught, and the chance goes begging. Great defence.
Long has found some space. The Pies should be able to clear now. He's lost it. Blight. Allen. Can he make them pay for that errant hand pass? They're looking good. Wow! Strong grab.
The Roos have come to play and are threatening to open up a decent gap on the scoreboard.
Wow.
more closely than that. He's deadly around goal.
The Roos have come with a rush, and they might be unassailable soon. Wardlaw, Rao. What a first turn they're having. Lucky has a vice-like grip. Here's a big chance. Can he take it? No, he's missed.
No one should ever miss from there at this level, and yet it happens.
Maynard brings it back in. He's so clean with the footy. Markov, that's good work rate. Dacos makes position, chipping it around. No urgency. Hunt normally delivers. The Pies moving the ball well. The kick was misdirected. Who was he aiming for? Richards runs onto it and can relieve the pressure. Harrison has his first. The Pies are already chasing tail. They've got a lot of work ahead of them to make a game of this. Gary Lyon is with us. What do you make of this one, Gaz?
The Pies have been forced into some changes already because they really didn't look like scoring in that term. They need better method in their ball movement and they need to work harder as well. I feel like they could start hitting the scoreboard if that pressure on them drops off a little bit, but they haven't coped with it at all well so far.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Cox wins it out of the centre. Perryman, Dacos, thought his way through it. Hill, stripped of the footy. Comes free in the tackle. Taken to ground. Harrison can go back and shoot at goal.
The Pies are just hanging in there. They sorely need a goal.
For a flying start to the turn, it's online. He's drilled it.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Pies with a badly netted goal. Rao, good handball. Wardlaw running in support. Gets his kick despite the heat. Blight wins it back. Great mark. Can he find a teammate? It's come unstuck. He struggled to make an impact to this point. Wardlaw takes another contested grab.
He's batting at 100% so far.
They get full value for a deep entry.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
The Roos have got away. Briggs showing his skills. Allen competing fiercely. Who's at home? Hardiman fumbles it. Squeezes the kick. Flanders. That one was always his. Manages to find a teammate. He's besieged. Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Golden opportunity here.
It would be an understatement to say they need this.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
Can that ignite them? They haven't been playing great footy, but gee, they're not out of this.
The Pies are just hanging in there, but they need to string some goals together. Rao, Wardlaw, he just keeps racking up disposals. Zerha outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Harvey is in a better position.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
He certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Houston heads to the pocket. Quaynor, useful hand pass, takes the safe option. Honours the lead, dishes it off. Quaynor navigated the traffic. Great anticipation. Cameron, ever reliable. Another goal and they'll believe. And that's a letdown. Gives it everything. He's plucked it and should have a shot. Probing ball. They've got a problem now.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dogged it.
If they keep getting this kind of supply, the scoreboard's going to get real ugly.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart. Briggs showing his skills. Rao, the Pies on the ball now. Parker, through the centre square he goes. Elliott, that's a big play.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked. It's amazing how often players miss them.
They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Pies have been outplayed, but they're hanging tough. Cameron showing his skills. Allen caught, dropped it like a hot potato. Great play. Moore couldn't complete the mark. Larkey steadies, fires, bullseye.
The big forward is threatening to blow this game apart.
The Roos with a steadying goal. Cameron wins it out of the centre. He's lost possession. Sherry, he's been quiet. Moore is a rock in defence. Searching kick. Maynard takes a beauty. Ignoring the corridor for now. You can't afford to do that too often. Can they find a late goal? Lace out. Great footy.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
He managed to find some space, and he was never going to have a problem converting from there.
Half-time is upon us, and this one is threatening to be a blowout. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Pies haven't coped particularly well with the pressure, and they haven't had many opportunities to show off their foot skills. That's why I'd like to see them get on their bikes and spread, force the opposition to defend more, and give their forwards the best chance to take a mark and kick a goal. Turning this into a more uncontested match seems their best hope for a come-from-behind victory.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, Dacos hits the deck. Missed opportunity. O'Sullivan with the steal. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Cameron palms it down. Anderson, he's not having a great time of it. Dempsey gathers in the centre square. Houston reads the play so well. Gets the kick away. Can't keep hold of it. He's run into trouble. Wardlaw manages to get off a handball. Couldn't get an effective disposal. Harrison, what can he manufacture? Looking to extend this margin. Lucky got to the right position and hung on.
He'll expect to convert this.
It's on the way, and there's another nail in the coffin.
He's kicked beautifully at goal today. His confidence must be soaring.
The Roos with 3 in a row now. They're playing well. Sherry gets his hand to it. Cameron gets a kick away. Moore takes the short option. Long with a chance to run. Doesn't often waste it. Needed to be clean and wasn't. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
Delivers a long ball. Larkey has found some space. The Roos can smell blood. Briggs is in the clear and marks uncontested.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He doesn't miss many of these, and he hasn't missed that one.
He found himself in space and made the most of it with a clinical finish.
The Roos have made a hot start to the second half. Sherry has rucked tirelessly. Wardlaw, Anderson, Moore continues to be a thorn in their side. Some indirect ball movement here. That's well played. He's hit up the lead. Houston. Can he be the Firestone? No wonder coaches go grey. Well-weighted kick. They're putting on a clinic. He will surely make this count. The defence is disorganised. Larkey commands the footy.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Drop punt, and he has put it away.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Pies are looking down. And out. Sherry with the tap. Wardlaw. Rao. What's he got on offer? They cannot keep him quiet. Larky drops into the hole and marks. They've got winners all over the park. It's an exhibition in attacking footy. In he goes. Dersma. Big tackle laid. Larky. Quick snap, and that's a goal.
Been a terrific performance from the big key forward. 5 goals now.
The Roos are looking like premiers unless something remarkable happens. Cox wins the tap. Allen, he'll be sore in the morning. He's wrapped up. There are only 2 ways you can dispose of it, and he did neither.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
And inside 50 goes begging. He's stopped in his tracks. Advantage paid, and away they go. Not a great kick. Hasaping and misses.
There's 5 points gone begging.
Back into play. He would have fancied his chances from there. Rao, Buderick, lays it off. Hardiman, can he find a teammate? In no man's land. This spells trouble. Takes a bounce. They haven't really fired a shot today, but that's a nice finish.
The Pies have obviously had a tough day, but that was much better play.
Can they follow that goal up with another? Cox looking for territory. Allen, Perryman, Dacos approaching the 50, kicking for his first. It was always likely to fall short. Going for territory. Jerry gets to the front spot. This might be a chance for the High Flyers. He's kicking at his second, but he'll have to settle for one, at least for now. The Roos extended their advantage in that quarter, and this match is as good as theirs as we turn for home. It's time for some observations from Gary Lyons.
I reckon a few players slipped into me mode in that quarter. When the team is being badly beaten, there's a subconscious tendency to become more insular and worry about your own game. But you've got to be thinking about what you can do to be a better teammate. Too few players are in the right mindset to my eye.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Gary. That's missing by a long way, and no score is registered. The Pies might be about to start something. Good work rate. Perryman has charged into space. Houston, he makes it look easy. Seeking to maintain possession. Watson, they could try manning up. Well played. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Manages to find a teammate. Comben with the intercept mark. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Can't hang on under close attention. Blakey. Harvey just shoveled it out. That's a bit of a waste. Clever kick. He's been called to play on. He's only had the one inside 50. Normally delivers. Couldn't get a disposal. Cox. Parker. The Pies moving the ball well. It's hard to find a winner for them today. He needed a cleaner pair of hands. Quick snap, and that's a goal!
Managed to get free and kick the easiest of goals.
They've got a couple back, but they need to keep coming. The big men fly. Dacos is a clearance beast. Allen, long. Kicking for his first. One behind only.
Some good work to create that shot on goal, but unfortunately, the finish let them down.
This is aggressive ball movement. It's off hands. Crunching tackle. Got to get it forward now. Who's at home? Comben is calm in a crisis. Zerha dishes it off. He picked his pocket. Ineffective kick. He's under close attention. Closed him down. Takes the advantage. Blight. He's besieged. Throws it on the boot. Zerha desperate to win it back. Quick snap, and that's a goal!
He's finally on the score sheet. Been quiet today, but he made that one count.
This is how you play a grand final. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Dacos, Cox, good build-up. Perryman, he's set upon. It's a hot footy, bangs it long. Richards, couldn't quite. Blakey, saw that coming. The kick is precise. Penetrating ball. McDonald in the centre square. The Roos look well drilled. Zerha is the man on the spot and he's marked. Can he hit a target? Harvey, that's a big play.
One of their key markers has been how well they've shared the load. That list of goal kickers might be about to good and you know.
They get full value for a deep entry.
I'll have to watch him more closely than that. He's deadly around goal.
The Pies might need to crack open plan C in a minute. Sherry with the tap. Rao. Sloppy hands and they've turned it over. Elliott has found some space. Playing for pride now. Archer couldn't hold it under pressure. Dacos. He's gone. Will the umpire pluck a free kick? Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. This would give them a real lead.
That's bad.
And he's
After
pushed it
losing the
wide.
I suppose he
2026
felt
grand final
obligated to
to
take the
the
shot given how few opportunities they've
North
had.
Melbourne
He's
have
got an
won the
option in the centre
2027
square.
AFL Premiership, beating
couldn't mark.
Collingwood.
Umpire calls advantage and off they go.
But it was a statement
Zerha
win.
to no one in particular. They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Harvey gets to it first. A good kick here and they'll be in business. The Roos having a great patch. Looking to extend this margin. Larkey has a way of drawing the footy. They're leading them a merry dance. Curtis is in a better position.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
Through it goes, and they extend the lead.
That was a bit too easy. The ball movement was excellent, but not great pressure.
What a result. They'll be ecstatic about this. Sherry with the tap. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. We came hoping for a classic grand final. It wasn't that, but we must salute the best team in the competition. What a performance that was, Half. What did you make of it?
The Roos really turned it on today on the biggest stage. They had winners everywhere. Their teamwork was exemplary, and I don't think this result was in any doubt at any point. If it wasn't a complete performance, it was so close it doesn't matter, and they are fully deserving of the spoils.
Thanks for those insights, Half, and for your input today.
What a win for North Melbourne. I hope you enjoyed this rebuild, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. And Essendon is the next rebuild I'll be doing.